Madison, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Having the conversations that matter. This is News Talk 1310, WIVA. Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin is on the air. Talking Golf is brought to you by American Family Insurance, TPC Wisconsin, Oak Park Place, Wild Rock Golf Club, Zimbrick Mercedes-Benz of Madison, also University Ridge Golf Course, Ridge Top Exteriors, Cleary Building Corp., and Nevada Bobs. Now from the new home of TPC Wisconsin in Madison, here are the hosts of Talking Golf. Member of the Wisconsin.Golf Hall of Fame, the legendary Dennis Tiziani, longtime Madison sportscaster Paul Braun, and Wisconsin sports veteran and statewide radio host Mike Heller.
Welcome in to another edition of Talking Golf. We're in Madison. It was mentioned, TPC Wisconsin. And along with Dave McCann, our engineer, Mike Heller is up in Green Bay watching the Packers and practice sessions. Dennis Tiziani is here, and you and I alone at this site, and then Mike up there with the big shots in Lambeau, huh?
Well, that's like old times. Who needs those guys anyway? You know?
Oh, you don't need me.
I forgot.
You think I wasn't listening?
I forgot you're on the air.
What's going on up in Green Bay?
Yeah. We got everything covered today. We're going to get a little hockey. Joe Pavelski is going to join us in a moment. We got a little Packers coverage going on. They didn't practice today, but they will tomorrow. And then we get to talk golf. Pretty good night.
Is that $400 million guy there?
He's here. Yeah, he'll be practicing tomorrow.
Oh.
He's, you know what? He might join TPC. I'll see if I can talk him into it.
Well, it's the operative word was might. With all that money, he can buy TPC.
We don't even know for sure if he's a golfer, is he?
I don't know.
No, I think they had some interest in him. He's an ambassador right now with AmFam, so I assume that he'll be part of some of that operation for the tournament as we roll forward. I don't know where he is from a golf standpoint yet.
He'd be calling for a free round of golf, you know.
Or a lesson. He doesn't have to pay for that.
Right.
What was the big highlight up there today for the Packers?
Yeah, today was I visited with Mark Murphy on my talk show today. Today was an off day from a practice
Joe Pavelski is ready.
So tomorrow they'll be getting at it full time. By the way, on the line with us now is Joe Pavelski, the Plover native, played at Spash, played at the University of Wisconsin, then for San Jose and the Dallas Stars, and the all-time leading scorer for an American-born player in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Joe Pavelski. Hi, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. And your golf game is pretty good. We just watched you play out at the Century in Tahoe. You've had success out there in the past, finished second this year, and so your game is in pretty good shape, huh?
It's in a decent spot, I would say. It was really good in Tahoe. I was happy with how I played. Took second place. Last couple of years was like second, losing a playoff. So it's been there, but I would say that this year's game was better than the rest, and kind of ran into Marty Fish's game was a little bit better.
Joe, where did the interest in golf and that kind of thing come from? Where did it start, and along the way? Give us a little history of the golf, because you certainly, obviously, have become a very good player.
Yeah, well, I guess it goes back to childhood. And Dad was not a golfer, and he just asked the kids if any of us wanted to do the 3-hole junior program at Tree Acres in Plover, Wisconsin. Tree Acres is not there anymore. It's kind of a shame, I guess, because it was a great little public track for the area. Got lots of play, and was there. But we went and would play the junior lessons on Friday, the 3 holes, and go on. And then from there, it was I would get the summer membership from Tree Acres for my birthday or something along those lines. And Mom would drop me off, and I would play, the first half of the day and go home and do it all summer. And then first job was, I think, first real job besides working with Dad was probably the bag room boy at the Stevens Point Country Club, so I could play for free and, get some country club golf in. And then I think the following summer I just bought my membership so I could play every day. And I just really enjoyed the game, and especially in high school. And, then you can drive and you can go there whenever you want. You still have your summers off and work a little bit to buy a new club or a full set. And that's kind of where it started. I just really love the game. I like to practice. I like to play. And it kind of, I think with our NHL season, it really allows you with the off season to, get your training in, do your family stuff, but you're also able to get out and play enough golf to keep your game at a good level and keep it fun.
Did you play high school golf? Obviously, your hockey career was front and center, but were you golfing competitively at that age?
Yep, yeah, we played high school golf. It was kind of in 8th grade. I played baseball, really liked baseball, but playing hockey in the winter, it was like I kind of had to decide, I think, between golf and baseball, and I chose golf in high school, and I loved the move. Looking back on it, it was a lot of fun. It was that spring season too, right at the end of the school year. You're looking to, get out of class a little bit earlier and get out and go play 18 holes 2 times a week. It was pretty fun.
Joe, a lot of hockey players are very good golfers. Is there something about that sport that, in your opinion, maybe even helped your game, having been a player?
I think it bridges the off season. Like for us, we don't play a lot in the winter, so some of the feels and touch goes away. But as far as grabbing the club and that impact, we're shooting a puck in a similar impact position, which I do think helps and it improves it at times. The number one thing is just the off seasons lineup. I think at the end of the day, where you can get out and play and you don't have to worry about certain things. But there's definitely somewhat of emotion where you're leaning in and you're in that position, you're hitting the puck or the ball, kind of in a similar location as far as hands go, and just a stick and a ball sport at the end of the day.
I think Dennis wants.
Those things kind of
I think Dennis wants to jump in here.
Well, what the hell does he know?
What does he know?
First of all, his kid is going to kick his ass.
Well, we're going to talk about his.
I'm waiting for it. I want him to.
He's a pretty good boy. He's going to do all right.
Yeah.
There's a thing called, and what's the girl's name? I keep forgetting her name. She's the
Jessie Vetter.
Jessie Vetter. She was a goalie. She was a goalie for the Olympic team, and I used to, teach her. And then she couldn't get it until I talked about hockey, and I talked about somehow it came out to drag the toe. She says, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, this is how you do it." I said, "I played hockey left-handed, and you go but you got to do that with the club. You drag the toe, and then it's up and over from there." Well, she caught on just like that, And I think of all those guys that used to be members of my dad's club that played at Michigan Tech. Those were all
under John McGinnis, probably?
Yeah, John McGinnis, That's right. All those guys you get them around the net, that's the hand action. All those guys got wrists like your ankles, and they could do it. So I haven't seen him play yet. We'll watch him a little bit.
Joe? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
Joe, you don't have to brag on this. I'll do it for you, but you're like a +2 handicap, right? Ish?
Right now, I'm just trending into the plus. I got to play a little bit more, but yeah, it's getting out. We'll get it to right around +1, +2. That's probably by the end of the summer, and
yeah, that's good.
Then it finds its way back to 0. Start over again.
That's pretty good. Well, this will improve you here too, playing here.
I was just going to ask him about that.
I'll have to get Nate, my son, with you because he won't listen to me.
No, you know too much. He'll get right here. But we got to do it when he shows up to give me a little bit of a heads up, and then he gets going, and then we make him feel comfortable, and next thing you know, he's off and running, and he shows up here then on a regular basis. We've got about a dozen of those kids.
He likes it. He wants to go, especially kind of getting out to TPC now. It's a good feeling when you pull in that driveway and get out there, and it's just the real golf course is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Joe, I was just going to ask you about that. I've seen you out there a couple of times. What do you think at TPC Wisconsin?
I like it. I love it. I was fortunate. I think with my time in Dallas, we were able to get in on a golf course there, Merito, tough golf course, but a lot of fun. And get back, we're out at Maple Bluff and Bergamot quite a bit, and having the opportunity to get into TPC is pretty cool. I like it. It's fun. It's challenging. It's definitely challenging. You got to hit a good tee ball, and then from there, it's fun looking at those green complexes and some of the locations of the bunkers and how it's set up. It's a golfer's golf course, I think, as far as you can hit some shots. You got to think your way around it a little bit, but I think they've done a tremendous job with it.
That's good.
Talking to Joe Pavelski with us on Talking Golf. Let me spend a moment or two on hockey, if you don't mind. You played 1,332 games over 18 years, 476 goals, over 1,068 points total. But officially, you're retired.
Yeah, whatever official means.
Yeah,
these
right.
days. But yeah, we're not going to be playing next year. That was kind of the plan, and then I had a pretty good idea going into the season, and was able to enjoy myself and everything that comes with the game, and I'm excited for kind of this next chapter and see how it goes. So it'll be fun to be able to spend a fall in Madison, Wisconsin, and be back here and be around for some of the holidays, a little closer to family. Haven't spent a Christmas at home. In the last 18 years, seeing any family around that time, it'll be kind of nice to just be involved in everything day to day now.
Joe, what did you take away from your 18 years? Obviously, you had a very successful career. That's a long time in the National Hockey League and that kind of thing. As you look back, what are you going to remember about what you feel really good about?
We just had a lot of fun. Absolutely had so much fun with the guys. My years in San Jose, I just played with some tremendous teammates with Thorntons and Marlows and those big names, but there were a lot of other great guys, characters, Torrey Mitchells, and go to Dallas kind of towards the end of my career and get involved with some, younger kids as far as Rupe Hintz and Jason Robertson, playing with these guys, two unbelievable players, and really helped me prolong the game and keep my game at a high level with them. But just the relationships, the friendships, the fun we had, being able to compete every night, at the end of the night, laughing at yourself. Sometimes something stupid you did on the ice, or something stupid someone did, or something that was said. It was fun just being able to compete every day and being able to go in the locker room and complain a little bit, work hard, have fun. It was just, the locker room setting is important, and being a kind of a good teammate, and those will be the things that you really miss and look back on. That was so much fun, and you add all that up, it gives you a chance to perform and succeed in some fun high pressure moments and play in the playoffs and score those goals. It was always such a pleasure, so much excitement playing in the playoffs and kind of having those opportunities to do that, and going a few deep runs was something I'll definitely take away from it all.
74 career playoff goals, the most by an American-born player. I'm going to just one more on hockey and retirement, Joe, because as I've talked to athletes over the course of my career, when it comes to retirement, it's difficult. You have to very much be at peace with it. You talked about it briefly here a moment ago, but how did you get there? Are you at peace with it? How did you get to that point?
It's a great question. Yeah, I still don't know if I'm fully there. I know at the end of the day I'm there. There's always a thing is just as an athlete, you're like, could I come back later in the year? Could you do this? There's just so much that goes into it at the end of the day. Training-wise, preparing your body to, you don't really want to cut corners. It was something I kind of learned early on was not cut a corner, especially in the off season, and come prepared. You start having more success, it kind of drives it more. And if you start missing certain days, you start questioning yourself if you're going to have it. And so it's always about putting the work in, getting there. So there was just a stretch. You could kind of feel it winding down. I still feel like I could do it for another year, 2 years, if you really have to. But there is certain times where I was sitting there, I think, and, just wanting to be around Nate a little bit more and be involved with that and, support him and whatever he wants to do. And it just comes to time. You're chasing some of these young kids around, and it just I don't have a full explanation with it besides it just felt right at this time.
Joe, one more from me, and then we'll let you go. You must have had a lot of fun over the years crossing paths with a lot of Badgers. There's a tremendous list of really good players that have played in the National Hockey League. Like when you played Brian Elliott, Baron Brookler, I mean, just to name a few, and you played with Ryan and that kind of thing. What was the feeling of the former Badgers as they got together crossing paths in the NHL?
Well, it's an awesome feeling being able to compete against them, but, it all started, in the summer of my freshman year when you come into college and you're thrown in with this group of guys, an ultra-competitive group of guys, and you throw out the Jeff Likens, the Perskulas, Juriskis, and then you got the Bursch, Gilberts, Earls, Elliots, all these types of players. There was, from our team that won it in 06, there was a huge group that went on and played pro, and some guys that played a long time in the European leagues. And it's just special. As you go through it, it's fun to go through it with other guys and coming back in those summers, most of the guys would come back and train together, and it was a cool culture that was built and wanted to support. So it was fun to come back and train and push each other and just be around. And now there's a lot of guys that live here. Earl, Elliott, Gilbert, Burrish, myself, forgetting a few guys. But there's guys from our class that, come back and are going to make Madison home. So it's fun being able to see these guys, be around them, a little bit more throughout the summer, throughout the winter, see them at the rink. Kind of look forward to it. And you just got to probably give out a little shout-out to the college club and their golf outing that's going to happen Wednesday. Thursday, right? Wednesday night we got the Studer Classic hockey game going on out at Cap Ice, which I think it's the fourth year. It's an awesome event that, that Bob was passionate about the kids in the game, and Ryan's, pulled that right along, and, everything gets donated to help kids play hockey in the area. And so that's cool. So we got that Wednesday night, and then Thursday we jump right into the that we played with. So this is a big week for us. Look forward to seeing all the guys and get out there and have some fun and just kind of muck it up a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, enjoy the heck out of it, and thanks for spending some time with us and doing this, Joe. We'll look forward to seeing you. Hopefully our paths cross at TPC.
Okay, sounds good.
See you, Joe.
That's Joe Pavelski, a native of Plover, Wisconsin, a former Badger, and 18 years in the National Hockey League, and now moving on and looking forward to the day when Nate beats him in golf, his son, who, by the way, did very well in the junior over this past weekend.
Yeah, they shot 9 under. They shot him and his partner.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back at TPC, Wisconsin, right after this timeout.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, we have a dog, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
TPC Wisconsin offers fantastic facilities for the whole family. They not only provide members with 18 holes of an elite golfing caliber challenge, but an Olympic-sized swimming pool, spacious accommodations for family gatherings, weddings, corporate business meetings, and a variety of programs for the junior golfers. Question is, are you up for the TPC Wisconsin fantastic facilities? Now's the time to tee up a TPC membership. Call 608-249-1000.
Have you ever tried to put a roof on your house? Ouch! What about trying to run power to your new hot tub? Yep, we've all made that mistake. Hi, I'm Sean Cleary. We have an amazing team of experts that are ready to get to work for you. We use the latest technology to design and manufacture your custom Cleary building, giving you the best value for the building you deserve. Get the best prices of the season during our open house sale August 8th through the 10th. Stop in or explore ClearyBuilding.com today.
Now is the time to take the short drive to Wild Rock Golf Club and experience championship golf in the heart of Wisconsin. Located in the Wisconsin Dells, this Herdston Fry masterpiece offers stunning views from elevated tee boxes with greens that roll fast and true. Cut from the natural beauty of the Dells, Wild Rock is sure to dazzle your senses. Secluded and sheltered from the outside world, Wild Rock is unlike any place you've played before. Come be part of the Wild Rock experience by booking your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com, wildrockgolf.com.
Are you in need of expert exterior renovations? Look no further than Ridgetop Exteriors. For over 22 years, we've been the trusted name in roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutter replacements. With a track record of excellence on our Google reviews, we take pride in transforming houses into dream homes. Visit us today at ridgetopexteriors.com for a free consultation. That's ridgetopexteriors.com. Ridgetop Exteriors, your trusted local affordable partners.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
TPC Wisconsin and Madison, along with Dennis Tiziani. I'm Paul Braun and Mike Heller. He's remote up at Lambeau Field. Green Bay Packers practice today and doing the show, his portion, live from up there. And I'm going to turn it over to you and get a quick feeling for what you saw around the Pack today.
Yeah, it's interesting times. They sell out family night coming up on Saturday. It's 78,000 people for a practice.
And that's something.
Crazy.
It has been crazy, the fan support, and people are excited, obviously even more so now because they didn't have to spend their money directly to get Jordan Love under contract. And so, yeah, back at practice tomorrow and full pads and getting ready for a family night on Saturday. And by the way, that brings in Gary D'Amato. He is the president of the National Golf Writers Association of America and Wisconsin.Golf. And Gary, these we've talked about this throughout the summer. We get to this time of year, and the major tour events begin to diminish, but it doesn't mean that there's any shortage of golf going on in the state and what Wisconsin.Golf covers.
Yeah, right. We've got still some big stuff coming up. We've got, obviously, the State Open up at Minocqua Country Club in a couple of weeks. Never been there. I know Steve Stricker and Jerry Kelly are members, and I can't wait to see it because I hear fantastic things about that golf course. And then a couple of weeks after that, believe it or not, we've got a national tournament coming to our state. The U.S. Hickory Open is coming to Kenosha Country Club. Hickory golfers from all over the world and from 38 states are going to be at that Donald Ross gym down in the southeastern corner of the state, playing that 100-year-old equipment, and I can't wait to see that. They offered me a chance to come play before the tournament starts, and they supply the equipment. But I don't know. I don't know if I could hit a persimmon wood, 80 yards right now. I can barely hit my regular club that far.
Dennis, have you ever played?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever played them?
Well, we started that way way back when we started playing. We played with wood shafted clubs,
Could you use them today?
Well, sure. I've hit them. We've had our people here who play in that event, and it doesn't go quite as far, but they do go, you know. So, no, we played them. My brother used to play them. I can remember, you know, he played left-handed to start with, and his were left-handed wood clubs, wood shafted, and my dad threw them all in the garbage and said, "That's it. You either play right-handed or you don't play at all." And I can remember the day he threw them in the garbage. No, he plays
That's
right-handed.
where it comes from, Paul Braun. That's where his prejudice against lefties comes from.
That's right.
That's it.
You know what? And he's also told me, and I know he's dead serious about it, he said, don't play Larry today because he would kick your butt, is what he told me.
Left-handed, yeah.
Even though he hasn't played there. And I took it as he's dead serious.
Yeah. But his grandson's left-handed.
Yeah, Jack.
Oh, so they're really, he's pushing that all the time with this kid left. And he's really pretty good, the little guy.
Yep. 10 years old, hits at about 150, 160
yards. Yeah, he's really good. Yep.
So
yeah, so Gary, did you decide you would or would not go down and play with those persimmons in advance of that tournament? You going to give it a shot?
To save my pride, I unfortunately am not going to try it.
Okay.
No, there's actually a tournament going on the weekend that they invited me to do it right before the Hickory Open is the WPLA 36-hole championship, and I'm going to be covering that. So that's my excuse that I'm working on a different thing. So,
boy, I tell you, Mr. Politician, I told you.
Talking to Gary D'Amato, Wisconsin.Golf, president of the National Golf Writers Association of America. Now, they did play the Senior Open Championship at Carnoustie this last weekend. Jerry Kelly and Mario Tiziani both were over at that. They didn't make the cut. KJ Choi won. Have you covered the Opens? I think maybe we covered this a couple of weeks ago, but have you been over there to Carnoustie or covered any of the Open Championships?
You know, I've played quite a bit in Scotland and Ireland, several different trips, and I did cover 2 Open Championships in 04 and 05 at Royal Troon, and then 05 was a great one at St. Andrews. That was Jack's last British Open or Open Championship, and it was won by a guy named Tiger Woods. I don't know if you remember that.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was what was cool about that was it was late at like 3 a.m. You know, the sun comes up like at 3 or 4 in the morning, and I was staying in a dormitory at St. Andrews University close to the course, and I couldn't sleep. You know, I got up at like 3:30 or 4 and walked out to the course, and I was all alone on the golf course. Really, there was nobody around, and all of a sudden I see Tiger Woods walking out from the Old Course Hotel. He goes right to the second tee, not the first tee. He's munching on an apple, and it's like 4 a.m, and he's starting his practice round. But it was like, you know, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Gary, a question for you, not particularly about that tournament, but your association with Wisconsin.Golf, that was originally started by John Hughes, and it has really grown tremendously over the years. And the impact that you're having on golf, I heard somewhere where you guys are up to more than 1 million hits or whatever you would call it per year. Is that true, that type of thing?
Yeah, last year we had 1.4 million page views, and this year I think we're going to smash that because now the WSGA is managing us. And, you know, our stories go out in an email blast to their 53,000 members. So I think we're getting known a little. I mean, the young players in the state all know about us because Rob Hernandez does a great job covering juniors in high school and college. And so, you know, they're on their phones all the time checking what their buddies are doing in tournaments because we post all the scores. But I think more and more now older golfers are finding out about us. You know, guys in their 40s, 50s, and 60s who might not, you know, go on the internet a lot are finding out about us and starting to check us out. So, yeah, I guess to answer your question, PD, people are finding out about us, and we're growing at a pretty good rate.
Gary, and then Tiz, you can chime in on this too. But Gary, why do you suppose that the appetite here in Wisconsin is so great for golf? Not only to play it, but the coverage of it.
You know, I think it's a lot of things. I think it's, you know, the great golf courses we have, the great golf programs we have. You know, tons of junior golfers tons of kids are playing golf in our state, and you know, a lot of them, a good percentage of them, you know, maintain that interest as they get older and get into high school. And, the championships that we brought here, all the publicity that they've generated for the Ryder Cup and the PGA Championships. We have a Women's Open coming next year to Erin Hills. So it's just nonstop. There's a million things to write about and cover, and people have an appetite for golf in our state. So it's good for us, that's for sure.
Maybe it's always been there, but Dennis, maybe it's always been there. But what's your experience? Why is this state so hungry for this game?
Well, I credit the clubs, all the clubs, and a lot of private clubs, a lot of clubs in this area who are trying to grow their business, right? And they're growing their business through the junior program, and they hire a PGA professional who takes great pride in having a junior golf program. I don't care where you go. Every club has a junior golf program. They could have as many as 50 to 80 kids in there. Well, there you go. So they promote this. They have tournaments and the like, and then you take it a step further. WSGA and PGA are just filled with competitive events. And, not everybody can dunk, play basketball, but golf they have, and it's a nice sport where it's a lifetime sport and build accordingly. So there's a combination of things. WSGA does a good job. PGA does a good job. And the people in that PGA who are there to teach, that's part of their job also, and they take great pride in it. I know our guys here have programs. I don't even know they got 70, 80 kids in it, but they've top golfers that they have that are coming here. So I think you got organizations in this state that are pro golf and doing it through the junior program. A little bit of a selfish method in having it because they need memberships and they need rounds of golf. And this is where you'd get them.
Well, Gary, we want to thank you for being on this week, and we're going to take a break. Have a good week, Gary. And Mike and Dennis and I will be back after this timeout here at TPC Wisconsin.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
University Ridge has been the proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship since 2016. We've enjoyed working with the American Family team to create 9 years of magical moments at University Ridge. Open to the public and consistently considered one of the best values in the country, University Ridge is the place for golf in southern Wisconsin. Book your tee time up to 90 days out online at universityridge.com. Play where the Badgers and the pros play, University Ridge.
When you or a loved one could use a helping hand, turn to the caring team of experts in senior living at Oak Park Place. This is Paul Braun, and when I needed someone to help me navigate senior living for my wife, I called Oak Park Place. They were with me every step of the way from the first call through move-in day. Choose a community that promotes independence when you want it, assistance when you need it. Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
Why drive an ordinary car when for the same monthly payment you could be driving something extraordinary? Aaron Perkins, General Manager, Zimbrick European. Imagine yourself behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche. More safety, performance, and luxury, and way more fun. And getting more costs less than you think. Zimbrick European makes leasing affordable. Discover the value for yourself. Stop in and test drive a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche today. Visit Zimbrick European and find out why leasing the car of your dreams makes so much sense.
TPC Wisconsin offers fantastic facilities for the whole family. They not only provide members with 18 holes of an elite golfing caliber challenge, but an Olympic-sized swimming pool, spacious accommodations for family gatherings, weddings, corporate business meetings, and a variety of programs for the junior golfers. Question is, are you up for the TPC Wisconsin fantastic facilities? Now's the time to tee up a TPC membership. Call 608-249-1000.
Have you ever tried to put a roof on your house? What about trying to run power to your new hot tub? Yep, we've all made that mistake. Hi, I'm Sean Cleary. We have an amazing team of experts that are ready to get to work for you. We use the latest technology to design and manufacture your custom Cleary building, giving you the best value for the building you deserve. Get the best prices of the season during our open house sale August 8th through the 10th. Stop in or explore clearybuilding.com today.
Braun, along with Travis Becker, who's Director of Golf here at TPC. Titleist is going to unveil their newest version of the driver here in the next couple of weeks or so. They're calling it, Travis, if we look specifically, it's called the GT, which is generational technology. And maybe you can explain to me what is generational technology.
Yes, we are very excited with this new driver head. We are now doing fittings for it here at TPC Wisconsin. We're turn time for the consumer once we do the fitting is probably 2 to 3 weeks out. They will not hit the market here to the general public until the middle of August, but the new driver, we have it in front of us. There's 3 different head designs. We call it the GT2, the GT3, and the GT4. The 2 is 460 cc's. It's their most forgiving head in the family.
Okay.
So it's for the player that is kind of looking for distance, maybe doesn't hit the center of the face every single time, that's looking for a little bit of that forgiveness as well. So the design of the head, it's got a new crown on it, new sole plate on it. They've moved the center of gravity in the head, which is kind of what they do to help with launch and spin. So it's a lower CG, a little closer to the face. Again, helps get the golf ball up in the air with low spin. Then the GT3 head, the one in the middle, that head's still 460 cc. The center of gravity, if you look at it, is a little closer to the face. So you're looking kind of at that weight design right there. What that does is it will lower the ball flight a little bit. It'll also reduce the spin a little bit. More designed for the player that consistently hits the center of the club face. And then the GT4 is our lowest spinning, lowest launching driver. That's going to be for the person that's really looking to manage their spin and try to, anybody that spins it over maybe 3,000 RPMs, that could be a head for them.
Now, when you talk about those 3 driver heads and those kind of things, I talked to Ted Robbins, who's the representative for Titleist, and he said, for an example, they maybe have thought about or started and worked on this technology and improvements almost 10 years ago. Is that how that process works?
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to visit Titleist and visit Ping and get to listen to their R&D team and the engineers that are behind making these products. And typically this stuff starts, like Teddy said, 10 years ago it's been in the making, and they're not going to introduce it to the general public until they know it's correct and they know it's better than their previous generation.
Now, he said most drivers are made from carbon fiber only. He said this driver has added a matrix material. What is that?
That's going to be, again, there's all kinds of, you look at the head, there's different material in the face. You know, they've added a thinner face. They've put a new speed slot kind of behind the face to increase it, what you can't see. The crown is different. It's lighter, so they can, again, distribute that center of gravity. That what the engineers play with is how can they make the face thin as possible to keep it under USGA limits, to make it fast, but yet keep it forgiving. How can they position the CG in the club head to help with the launch characteristics, with making the driver longer and making it more forgiving.
And he also mentioned that the fact that their driver is different from some of the other manufacturers. You talk about TaylorMade, you talk about Callaway, and that kind of thing. And he said one of the basic fundamental differences is the other drivers are made not for forgiveness. Is that a fair assessment on your part, or you're smiling there a little bit?
You know, I'm a Titleist guy. I'm a Titleist staff member. I like the Titleist product a lot and believe in it. I think all the other manufacturers are very good as well. Ping, their big push this year was 10,000. When you look at their head, you can see max 10K. What that 10K is, that's the forgiveness number of the moment of inertia. So that's as big as it can get from a twisting standpoint. You look at the TaylorMade driver, it's the QI10. it's basically the same philosophy. They're looking for that 10,000 cc's for a moment of inertia so that club face stays square at impact on off-center hits. So again, I think they're all good. We'd like to have the player come out and hit all the different products because, again, it's a preference of looks, feel, sound. Titleist is kind of our number one company here, but we do very well with Ping, Callaway, and TaylorMade as well.
And one of them, I believe it's Callaway, is coming out with a new one where they're saying there's about 10 or 12 sweet spots on the head of the driver. Is that correct?
That's the AI. They use artificial intelligence for their club face, and that's one of their big selling points is you can hit it anywhere on the club face and not really lose any ball speed distance-wise, and you can still hit the fairway.
And he talked about, because I asked him the question because it is a little shocking when you hear it, and I don't mean it in a negative way. The new driver is over $600. But he said, we are a quality company with a quality product. That's what they build the company on. And they say that's legitimate. That's where this is at. Is that the other ones are getting into that neighborhood too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all pretty much in that same game where they're around that $599 to $650. So a lot different than it was 15 years ago when $300 was a lot for a driver.
Yeah.
But again, the technology that they're putting into it obviously costs more as well.
Take us through the fitting I would come out and get fit for driver. Give me a quick synopsis of how that technology would be looked at and how you would put me in a new driver based on what?
Sure. So we start with your current gamer, and we're going to make sure we can beat what you have in your bag. So we're looking at ball speed to see how fast it comes off the club face relative to your club head speed. That's called a smash factor. The best anyone can do is 1.5. So that means if you have 100-mile-an-hour club head speed, the best your ball speed could be is 150. All right, with the new drivers, if you were to hit one off the toe or the heel, you might pick up 5 miles an hour over your old driver. So that's one thing we're looking at is ball speed. Then we're looking at how the ball is launching from the ground. We call that the launch angle. And then once it gets up in the air, we're looking at the spin of the golf ball. That's back spin. So typically we're trying to get a driver usually between the window of 12 and 16 to launch and spin somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500 RPMs. And we can do that based on the head designs. We can do that based on the loft of the club, the setting of the club, the shaft of the club, even the type of ball you're using.
So if somebody wants to get fitted?
Yep, you can find us right on the website, tpcwisconsin.com. Go to the Golf Academy portion. You'll put in your information, and we will contact you within 24 hours to set up that appointment.
I want to thank you for appearing on the show, but there's no left-handed ones out here. Come on, Travis.
They sold already. They're gone.
That's Travis Becker. Thank you, Travis. And we'll be back on Talking Golf after this time out. This is TPC Wisconsin.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Nope. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating companies.
I got her voicemail again.
Golf Club and experience championship golf in the heart of Wisconsin. Located in the Wisconsin Dells, this Herdsden Fry masterpiece offers stunning views from elevated tee boxes with greens that roll fast and true. Cut from the natural beauty of the Dells, Wild Rock is sure to dazzle your senses. Secluded and sheltered from the outside world, Wild Rock is unlike any place you've played before. Come be part of the Wild Rock experience by booking your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com, wildrockgolf.com.
Hi, it's Matt LePay, and if you're a homeowner, this message is for you. If you're tired of worrying about your roof, siding, or gutters, look no further than
Bobbi
Ridgetop Exteriors. With over 22 years of experience, they've got you covered, literally. From roofing to siding, windows to doors, and everything in between, trust Ridgetop Exteriors to enhance your home's curb appeal and protect it from the elements. Call them today for a free consultation and experience the peace of mind that comes with quality craftsmanship. Get started at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Are you in need of some rehabilitation to get you back on your feet after a fall or surgery? This is Paul Braun with Oak Park Place. Make a call to Oak Park Place Rehabilitation to develop a customized plan with their highly trained therapy staff. Whether it's inpatient or out, they will work with your physician to get you back on your feet fast. Located on the east and west side of Madison and in Janesville, Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more. TPC Wisconsin is the Total People Center, offering you and your family a totally enjoyable experience. That includes a challenging 18-hole layout, a good variety of programs for junior golfers, indoor and outdoor tennis, athletic performance center, swimming pool, luxurious locker room, and spacious accommodations for family gatherings and weddings. TPC Wisconsin, a Total People Center and a complete game for the whole family. For membership details, call 608-249-1000.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
We're back in TPC, Wisconsin in Madison, along with Dennis Tiziani. I'm Paul Braun, Mike Heller. Up in Green Bay, watching the practices as the Green Bay Packers begin the off-season or getting ready for the season in camp. But also joining us now is Bobbi Stricker. Bobby, you out there on the golf course someplace, or I know you're out practicing a lot.
No, I'm not. I'm home. I actually just picked up my dad and my sister from the golf course, so they were out there. But no, I'm home. I did play today.
Did you get your new clubs? We just talked about the new Titleist driver. Where are you with your new clubs?
No, I haven't gotten them yet. I literally look by the door every day when I come home, like, please be there. But no, haven't gotten them yet. I've gotten, I don't remember if I told you guys, I've gotten my 4-iron and my utility club, but I'm still waiting on three woods, one of them being the new driver. So hopefully any day now they'll be showing up.
Bobbi, I think when we visited last week, you're heading to Wichita in a day or so. This is your final tournament tune-up, as it were, before Q School. What does that mean for you? What do you want to get accomplished this week?
Yeah, I leave tomorrow for one more Annika Women's Pro Tour event. My dad came home a couple days ago and was able to work with him too. I haven't really had a swing lesson in a while, so he got to watch what I was doing and had a few tune-ups to what I was doing. So it's really just seeing. I played really nice today. I played 18 holes and shot 2 under. So those things, I'm a quick learner, which is kind of a cool thing, and to be able to see that, and then when I'm on the range, it's whatever. But it's when you can take it to the golf course. And today I kind of showed myself that I can take it to the golf course, which is encouraging because I obviously am playing in a golf tournament in a few days. So just practice those things and just keep that competitive mindset because I still have a month to go before Q School.
Bobbi, the Annika Sorenstam Tour, what are your impressions of it? It was a first-year thing. What is your overall thoughts?
Yeah, they do a really nice job. This was my first somewhat full season. I played the most I have ever. Last summer I only played maybe one or 2 tournaments, and then you're right, this year is the first year that Annika's name is attached to it, and they had some really cool perks that came with her name being on it, more money that we're playing for, which is very cool, and then also they pay for our yardage books every year, which is a really annoying cost for all of us usually. I mean, each week it's like $40, but I mean, every week when you're doing that, it obviously adds up. So this year they gave us yardage books each week, which was really cool. We got new range balls, but the staff is all the same, and the staff does a great job just, like, making us feel really important. I mean, it's a mini tour, and they don't, it's, I don't know, they just make you feel like a big deal, which is really cool. Like, there's signage out there. The communities that we go to really get behind each tournament, which also makes it really special. I've actually really enjoyed my time out there this summer.
Yeah, and we talked when you kind of began this summer that you would travel, and it's, I think golf is a game that it's about many times, especially if you're doing it for fun, who you play with as much as it is where you play. And you've gained some friendships on that tour, but you've also kept some from, your ties and people that you've already known.
Yeah, I have. My core group of travel buddies are all Wisconsinites, actually. One, we've adopted her as a Wisconsinite. She's from Illinois, but she's like from Lake Geneva, that's in Wisconsin, but she's right on the border, like Spring Grove, Illinois. Mackenzie Hahn, which I know you guys have talked to her before.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we have Taylor McCorkle, myself, and Mackenzie Hahn, and that is very special to travel the world and experience these things with people that you really enjoy being with. And then we've also made some really good friends, that are from across the country. That probably has been one of the coolest things this year. That we actually just talked about it as a group. We have a little text chain with, like, there's 8 of us, and just really appreciative of that camaraderie that we've built and the friendships that we've built this summer.
Dennis, as you watch Bobbi, you were out chatting with her today for a little bit. I saw you guys out there behind one of the holes and that kind of thing. What are you seeing in the growth of Bobbi in her game or her as a person, that type of thing?
Well, her ability to be comfortable. I can see that when she's playing. The business of when she gets suggestions of how she can improve, how she grabs onto it, assimilates it, but then makes it her own, her own thing. So, I just like the fact that she's learning how to travel and compete. That's a big item playing, every week on the road, and it's different. And then, she shot even par the last tournament, right? 8 rounds.
Yeah.
So we went through
4
this.
rounds.
4 rounds. 4 rounds. So I told her, I said, just in passing, I said, if you'd have saved 1 stroke of 9, you'd have finished second all alone. And her comment was, really, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's how close she is to being right in there. I'm kind of really happy about the tournament she played in. She shoots even par or less. And like now this week, we're kind of betting that she's going to win this week. You
don't feel any pressure or anything, do you, Bobbi?
That's a good thing.
No,
she's going to win this week. Well, then she should be getting ready for the tour. Her dad's going to be with her from the qualifying, which should be good. So I just think that she's what's called growing up in golf. She got off to a late start, which is a good thing because that means that she'll have a late finish, different than some of these that I see start out at 12, 13 years old and they're done by 25. She's just starting out. Plus, she's having fun, and that's another good thing. So there's no bad things. It's all good things,
One more from you, Mike, up at your end for Bobbi?
Yeah, just how much fun, it is. And I wonder if the competition is even more difficult when you're home playing against Izzy and Mom and Dad than it is sometimes on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sometimes is, It's like the people that you love the most, you want to beat the most, I think.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, I have one more for you because last Monday when you were leaving the show, Grandpa was going out with you. How'd that work out?
Oh, yeah. So we went with my cousin Ryan, who is at TPC also, played college golf. We went out with our grandpa, and it was awesome. Grandpa, I don't know how many holes we played. I think we played 3 or so. Grandpa, I think you made a par in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I know you did.
Yeah. somewhere.
We had fun, though.
Somewhere.
But Bobby,
Somewhere.
it was from the fifth tee, wasn't it?
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Yeah,
yeah.
Wow, look at Lefty get after him.
That was.
Thanks, Bobby.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, it
Take
is.
care.
Thank you, guys.
All right, honey.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Bobby.
See you.
We'll be back after this timeout here at TPC.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Why drive an ordinary car when for the same monthly payment, you could be driving something extraordinary? Aaron Perkins, General Manager, Zimbrick European. Imagine yourself behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche. More safety, performance, and luxury, and way more fun. And getting more costs less than you think. Zimbrick European makes leasing affordable. Discover the value for yourself. Stop in and test drive a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche today. Visit Zimbrick European and find out why leasing the car of your dreams makes so much sense.
University Ridge has been the proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship since 2016. We've enjoyed working with the American Family team to create 9 years of magical moments at University Ridge. Open to the public and consistently considered one of the best values in the country, University Ridge is the place for golf in southern Wisconsin. Book your tee time up to 90 days out online at universityridge.com. Play where the Badgers and the pros play, University Ridge.
Oak Park Place Memory Care Communities meet residents where they are in the journey with Alzheimer's and other form of dementia. This is Paul Braun for Oak Park Place. When you need to take that first step and learn more, turn to the experts at Oak Park Place. You'll meet a compassionate team who will help residents find purpose, tailored to individual needs through a success-oriented program. Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
Have you ever tried to put a roof on your house? Ouch! What about trying to run power to your new hot tub? Yep, we've all made that mistake. Hi, I'm Sean Cleary. We have an amazing team of experts that are ready to get to work for you. We use the latest technology to design and manufacture your custom Cleary building, giving you the best value for the building you deserve. Get the best prices of the season during our open house sale August 8th through the 10th. Stop in or explore clearybuilding.com today.
If you're a golfer who likes a challenge, consider being a member at TPC Wisconsin. The course provides you with a very challenging 18-hole layout that makes you think before you hit your next shot. After your round, you can relax at the completely renovated clubhouse. The new facility includes 3 restaurants, tennis courts, driving range, and programs for juniors, plus other great amenities. Are you up for the TPC Wisconsin Challenge? For details on becoming a member, 608-249-1000. We're back at TPC Wisconsin along with Dennis Tiziani. I'm Paul Brown. Tiz, you got about 1 minute and 30 seconds here, and then I want to throw it back up to Mike and find out if the Packers are going to overtake the Detroit Lions at the end of the year.
I really don't care.
But what's going on here? Are you looking for an events coordinator or something here?
Yeah, well, we're doing really good. We start a new membership procurement person started today.
Okay.
Really good guy. We've got 930 some people that have requested information about membership.
You going to call every one of them?
Well, there's a way that they do it. Got to get to them. Some are tire kickers,
But how about the events coordinator?
Well, we had a just tremendous girl, and she's going back with her family. She's going to work from home a little bit more. So we'll be have it out on the street looking for an events coordinator. We're paying $150,000 a year plus a raise every month. So, Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, are you kidding me? Wow.
Yeah, no, I didn't buy that last part.
Look at here.
Mike, you want to split that
Mike
job?
was going to come.
We'll take.
Yep.
But anyway, we're looking for somebody on the air that hears that in that type of business would like to be a part of that business. We're looking for somebody.
Okay. Well, let's go up to Green Bay and think.
See
what
listen,
thinks about.
Tiz doesn't want to know anything about the Packers, and I'm good with that.
No,
no,
listen,
we're just.
I just can't see paying somebody $400 million a year.
Well, that's what they
not
did
a
with
year.
the quarterback
You know what?
in
I'll tell you what.
Miami
He
and
better
the quarterback in Dallas, and
he better pay. You know, if I was one of those linemen, I'd cut in on him. I say, I'll tell you what, buddy. I want a piece of that action, or I'm not blocking for you.
And with that, we'll stop it. I'm not going to let you talk anymore tonight.
Okay,
so
good.
Anyway.
Okay, good.
All right. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We'll be back again next Monday night. Mike will be here, and things will settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
For Dave McCann, along with Dennis Tiziani, I'm Paul Brown, and thank you for joining us for another edition of Talking Golf here at TPC Wisconsin in Madison.